Hello and welcome to Enjoy English School.
欢迎来到 Enjoy 英语学院。
I'm Stevie.
And I'm Laurie.
Today we are looking at part 2 of our celebrations lesson. It's called Quiet Power. And we're talking about World Introverts Day. Yesterday we learned a little bit about what World Introverts Day was, what an introvert is, and we learned about some famous introverts.
没错。
Like Einstein and Darwin and J.K. Rowling and Lady Gaga.
没错。所以呢，今天来到我们全球节庆的第2天，我们要继续再来看到更多关于安静的力量是什么的这个部分。那所以刚刚 Steve 老师帮我们复习了一下，那今天我们要再来读到更多有关内向者以及它的反面，就是外向者的一些这个相关的资讯，我们赶快来看一看。
Quiet power. The opposite of an introvert is called an extrovert. Extroverts love connecting with other people, work well in groups, and are usually very confident. When introverts don't fit into groups of extroverts, they may be seen as cold, uninterested, or timid. Popular culture tells us that it is important to network, socialize, and communicate.But all of this can make introverts feel uncomfortable. Scientists are studying what causes someone to be an introvert or an extrovert. Recent studies show that genes are a factor, and most people seem to be born with one personality type or the other. Part of what makes us introverted or extroverted is how our brains respond to the world around us.The brain of an introvert can respond dramatically to a very mild stimulus. But the brain of an extrovert tends to need a stronger stimulus to have the same reaction. Our environment and experiences also influence whether we are introverted or extroverted. The term ambivert describes someone who is right in the middle. No matter what personality type we have,We can always celebrate our differences and learn from each other.
Now, our first paragraph, we're actually talking about the opposite. So I think today, maybe we should retitle it and say, today we're, quiet power, loud power.
No, noisy power.
Yeah. Okay, because the first paragraph...starts out with the opposite of an introvert is called an extrovert. All right? And by the way, I've had people ask me about pronunciation. If you say this slowly and properly the way it was originally written, it is extro with an O, vert. But...because of the way we speak in modern times, it often will sound like extravert. So you're going to hear extravert and extrovert, and they're both okay. All right? I just want students to know that. So an extrovert is the opposite of an introvert.
所以呢，我们来看到这里，它是从文章的一半衔接进来的。所以呢，昨天已经讲到很多关于内向者了，所以今天一开头就讲到说了，这个内向者的相反就是被称为外向者。那这里的话，2个字第一个刚刚发音 Steve 老师已经讲了就是2种发音都可以。然后再来，你看到它的字首，它的后半都是一样的，字首一个是 in， 一个是 x，就这样子而已。所以2个一组背，其实蛮好背的。
And also, if you understand the beginning parts of these words, EX already means to go out.
对。
Like exit, right?
出口。
Yeah, exit, extra. Extra means something more.
额外的嘛。
Yeah. So, all right, extroverts love connecting with other people. So we love connecting. with other people. No,
That's bumping me.
Yeah, this does not mean touching other people, okay? Although that is a connection.
Yeah, it's one kind of touch.
Yeah. So, but they love connecting with other people. And yesterday, we talked about a word called interaction.
对
right?
social interaction.
Yeah, social interaction. 就是彼此互动, right? So they like interacting with other people. They like connecting. They work well in groups and are usually very confident. These are people who they're okay talking in a group and talking about their ideas.
没错，所以呢，那他当然就要来讲一下外向者的特色了。所以他讲到，首先外向者们呢，他们是非常喜欢 connecting with other people， 与其他人呢，你可以翻交流或连结都可以那其实就是互动，就是刚刚提到的 interaction 这个字的意思。然后呢，在这个团体里面 in groups， 在它可以 work well， 就是能够呢，这个一切都很如鱼得水都很顺利这样子，然后完全就是很融入、很自在这样的概念以及呢，第三个 are usually 通常他们也是怎么样呢 ？very confident 很有自信的。
Yeah. Now, what happens when these two meet, introverts and extroverts? When introverts don't fit into groups of extroverts, they may be seen as cold, uninterested, or timid. So when they don't fit into a group, okay, a bunch of this group is loud people and they're all talking and throwing out their ideas, and this other person is sitting there going, okay, then people might think they're cold or they're not nice or they're mean, you know, or they're uninterested. They're not interested in what we're talking about.
That's right.
Or they are timid. Now, I have seen timid be translated quite often as like the same as shy.
对，羞怯
Yeah.
害羞
Yeah, 害羞. But actually, timid means a little bit more. When we say, oh, he's really shy, then 他就是很害羞。
对
But if you say somebody is timid, that means 有一点胆小。
对
Yeah, that kind of means maybe they're shy, but actually maybe it means they're not brave to do something. Okay, so we have a phrase, timid as a mouse. Because a mouse will always run from the cat. Right?
easily scared.
Yeah, so timid as a mouse. That's a good phrase to remember this word.
OK， 所以呢，接下来他讲到说，那么当内向者他们没有办法 fit into， 我们可以翻译成融入。没有办法融入呢这个外向者的团体的时候呢 they 就是指这些内向者，他们很可能就 seem 会看起来让人觉得怎么样呢 as cold 可能冷漠的或者是呢 uninterested 没兴趣的所以对你的事情他是无兴趣的。那或者是刚刚 Stevie 老师解释的这个像老鼠一样的有一点胆怯，有一点这个害羞的这样子的一个感觉，这个是内向者给人可能的感觉。
Popular culture tells us that it is important to network, socialize, and communicate. But all of this can make introverts feel uncomfortable. So we start this out. Popular culture tells us. I want you to pay attention, students. It says popular culture, which in Chinese is
流行文化
Yeah. But does it ever, in anything here, does it ever say that popular culture is 100% correct and right?
没有。The point is, it's popular. That's all.
它
That's
是
all
流
it
行
said.
那不代表它是100%正确
That's right.
Okay? Doesn't mean it's right. Doesn't mean it's wrong either. But so popular culture kind of tells us, it's important to network, to have lots of friends, to socialize and communicate. But all of these things can make introverts feel uncomfortable. They don't know how to do that. They don't know how to talk to people And when they do talk to people, they feel awkward, which makes it more awkward.
That's right.
因为感觉尴尬而会变得更尴尬。
更尴尬。
Yeah, it's just the way it is.
所以呢，接下来他讲到说呢，那么这个流行文化告诉我们什么事情呢 ？That 后面的这个述说的，就是很重要的是要去 network， 要去社交要去 socialize， 要去这个社会化，然后呢还要去 communicate， 要去沟通。但是呢，以上的这种all of this。就是我们刚刚提到的这些的全部呢，这些事情是会让内向者感觉到很不舒服、很不自在的。
Okay, we're going to take a quick break right here, and we'll be right back with part 2 of our article today. Looking at the next paragraph, it starts out saying, scientists are studying what causes someone to be an introvert or an extrovert? So what causes someone to be this? What makes them be like this? Why are they like this?
对，
That's what scientists are studying.
所以呢，接下来我们看到这一句，他讲到说，科学家们呢正在研究是什么 cause， 就是造成、导致的意思，是什么呢？使得某个人导致某个人呢，他会成为一名这个内向者或外向者。
Recent studies show that genes are a factor. So 牛仔裤很有关系。
还有
Now that's a different gene. That's J-E-A-N-S.
对
And this is genes, your DNA.
你的基因呢
Yes.So recent studies show that genes are a factor. This means that they are one of the causes. Okay, they are one of the important things that make a person an introvert or an extrovert. And most people seem to be born with one personality type or the other. Now again, it doesn't say 100% fact they are. It says they seem, 看起来，感觉上。It looks like, right now, according to these studies, most people are born with one personality type or the other.
没错，所以呢，他接下来讲到说，而近期的研究呢，则显示出基因呢，它是其中的一项因素其中的一项重要因素 ，factor 就是因素。那么呢，大部分的人呢，看起来似乎 be born with 是出生就带有什么的意思所以一出生呢，就带有其中的一种这个性格，或者是另一种，所以就是不是内向就是外向的感觉。
Yeah. So they also learned something else. Part of what makes us introverted or extroverted is how our brains respond to the world around us. So how, part of what makes us introverted or extroverted, pardon me, is what our brain does. How our brain responds. 就是看我们的反应 right?
对。
Because some people, when you're younger, you might respond to things differently than when you're older. So this can be part of what makes you an introvert or an extrovert. And, well, I was talking to Laurie earlier about how sometimes I feel like an introvert. But maybe that's just how my brain is responding to the world around us.
That's right.
Yeah, so this is an interesting part of this article.
没错。所以其实这里的 part 就是什么的一部分那个 of 后面告诉我们什么的一部分呢？就是使我们成为内向者或外向者的其中一个部分是什么？所以其实这个等同于上一句讲的 factor 只是他换了一个字来给你那另外一个让我们成为内向者或外向者的部分则是我们的脑如何的跟这个我们周遭的世界来 respond 是回应 的意思，回答嘛，那所以它是回应的意思。所以呢，这里用这个字的话，就是我们如何去回应我们周遭的世界。
The brain of an introvert can respond dramatically to a very mild stimulus. When we say something is mild, it means it's not very strong.
不是
Yeah. But the brain of an extrovert tends to need a stronger stimulus to have the same reaction. So think about hot sauce. What is hot sauce? 辣椒.
辣酱.
Yeah, 辣酱, right? Well, you will see in English if it might say super spicy. Or it might say mild. M-I-L-D. And mild hot sauce is 没有那么辣.
对
And if it's a stronger hot sauce, super spicy, 它就是很辣,
That's right.
So you can think of it like a hot sauce. An introvert, they might be affected by a mild hot sauce. People who are 就是不吃辣的人.
对
You take a little bit and you go, oh, spicy, spicy. But people who like really spicy food,
爱吃辣的
yeah, if they eat mild hot sauce, they're going to think that's nothing. They need super spicy. So think of it like this. An introvert is the person who doesn't like the super spicy hot sauce.
不吃辣的
And the mild hot sauce 会刺激到他.
很强
And the extrovert is the super spicy, the guy.
吃大辣的人
Yeah. Does that help make sense to
好，所以呢，接下来我们看到他说呢，这个内向者他的这个脑啊是可以呢，这个时候你要跳到后面去翻译 to a very mild stimulus， 就是对一个很缓和的、很轻微的这种刺激呢，它就会 respond dramatically， 就是呢反应的很激烈啊，而这个外向者他的脑呢，则 tends to 往往会怎么样呢 ？Need a stronger stimulus， 需要一个比较强烈的刺激，然后呢 ，to have the same reaction 来达到一样的反应。所以呢，刚刚 Steve 老师举的这个例子其实很好记哦，你就把它想成说，内向者就是不吃辣的人，然后外向者就是吃大辣的人。所以呢，同样的一个食物的辣度对他们来讲，小小辣可能对这个内向者就够了，可是呢，对一个外向者他要大大辣，大概就是这样子。
Yeah. And 我们刚学到 mild 其实在辣酱也是小辣。
也是，对，
Yeah.
那它其实就是比较轻微的意思哦。
Okay, we'll take one more break and come back with the rest of the article. All right, looking at our last paragraph, our environment and experiences also influence whether we are introverted or extroverted. So part of it's our brain, part of it's our DNA, and part of it is our environment. Our environment and our experiences. These influence whether we are introverted or extroverted.
没错，所以呢，前面讲了基因，然后呢，也讲了这个大脑。接下来他最后还提到说，其实我们的环境还有我们的经历呢，也会 influence 影响到是否我们呢是内向的或是外向的。
And we're going to give you one more word. The term ambivert describes or kind of explains someone who is right in the middle. Somebody who is right in the middle. Okay? They're an introvert and an extrovert all together.
That's right.
Or they're neither.
也是。
Yeah, that's called an ambivert.
所以接下来这一句他讲到说，那么有一个字哦，或者我们讲说有一个这个 term， 我们讲说一个名词哦，就是呢这个中向的性格，既不外向也不内向，它是中向的性格呢。这个字来描述某个人，他呢是正好在中间。这里的 right 是一个加强语气哦，正好在中间的这个人，我们就称他为 ambivert。
And then the most important sentence in this whole article is right here.
Agree.
no matter what personality type we have, we can always celebrate our differences and learn from each other. So we can celebrate. We don't have to be the same. We can celebrate that we're different and we can learn from each other.
That's right.
No matter what personality type we have.
没错，所以呢，我这个非常同意 Stevie 老师讲的最后这一句说的很好。他说，不论 no matter 我们拥有怎么样的一个性格类型，我们呢永远都可以 we can always 就是100%的，我们永远都可以呢去 celebrate。这边你可以翻赞美赞美或者是赞扬我们之间的那个 differences 是差异性，而呢去 learn from each other 跟彼此互相来学习。
And that is our article. Now we are going to take one little quick break and we'll be right back with today's words and phrases. All right, we have words and phrases we want to share with you that were from today's article. One of the ones we learned today, really great word to know, is opposite. And a phrase we hear, opposites attract. We hear that a lot. Remember, opposite. We also learned a phrase called fit into. You don't have to fit into one group. You can be a part of many groups. We also learned about the word communicate, which is a great word to know. And we learned about factor. We heard the word factor, which could be a cause or a point in something. We also learned the word mild, which could be used for hot sauce. And we use the phrase tends to do something. We also learned the word influence and the word term, which just means like a vocabulary word, a term. And those are our words and phrases for today. We'll see you back here next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.